Ah,
Yeah, but what I can say you, yes, that will be helpful. Because in the market, they are looking mostly for selenium. You can check. Okay, yeah. So in the previous session, we have just I just told the VB scripting business operations for Windows application, right? Now we have to write the program, or did I already tell you the program how to write? Did I tell you how we have to write the program manually or no?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. Okay, good, perfect. Okay, so now we go for web-based applications. We go for web. You know what's a web-based application?
hello, hello, Achana. Can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
run through it again, please?
Which one? Yeah, the same thing. Web-based is also the same thing. I'll go ahead and repeat once again, okay? So now we go for web-based application. So to write this web-based application, we should know some VB scripting business operations for a web-based application. We should know some VB scripting business operations for a web-based application. So now see here. VB operations for scripting business operations for web-based applications. Okay. So now see here. Now syntax. Syntax is what? Syntax. Any idea? No. Syntax is in which browser dot page dot which frame or table dot which object and what operation you are going to perform. Browser, which page, which frame or table, which object, and what operation you are going to perform. So now see here, the web-based application that we are going to work here is on Mercury tools. So what I will do is, I will go ahead and open my Internet Explorer. So here it is, Mercury. Then click on OK. Okay. So see here. This is your Mercury Tools application. So www.newtools.demo.com. So this is the Mercury Tools application that we are going to work on. Now save this application onto your desktop. Save this shortcut onto your desktop. So how we are going to save? Go to File, go to Save As. Go to Save As. Now save this onto your desktop. So file name is Welcome Mercury Tools .htm. You have to save this with in the form of HTML. So save this onto your desktop and then click on save. So it will be automatically saved on your desktop. See here. See. Welcome Mercury Tools.htm. So no need for you to always go to Internet Explorer. Go ahead and open your Mercury Tools and then open this application. So directly you can save it onto your desktop. You can go ahead and open your application. Okay. So now first one. So first what you have to do, you have to go ahead and add all these objects to our test objects. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes.
You have to go ahead and add all these objects to our test object. So to add all these objects to our test objects, what you do? The previous session also I told you when we are going for a Windows, a web-based Windows application. Okay, first let us go ahead and learn this. So first one, since it's a browser, it's a web-based application, if ever you see any browser, then what you'll do here? Browser of browser name. Browser name. So if ever you see any page, then what you write here? Page of page name. If ever you see any table in the web-based application, then what you'll write here?
Table.
Any
Table
table?
name.
Web table, because it is a web-based application, right? Web table of table name. Okay. Now next one is edit. If ever you see any edit, if ever you see any edit box, then what you write here? Web edit of edit box name. Dot. What you have to do? You have to go ahead and set the one. You have to go ahead and set the one. Okay. If ever you see any button, then what you write here? Web button of button name. That what you will do, you'll just go ahead and click on this button. Okay. Next one is what? Checkbox. You know what's a checkbox? Where you can go ahead and check. So web checkbox of checkbox name. Dot. What you will do, you will set on or off. Okay. Next one is list box. You know what is a list? So in Windows application, you call it as a comma box. To choose something, you call it as a comma box. But to choose something in the list, you choose that as a list box. So web list of box name. Dot. What you have to do, you have to select the list box of name. Dot. Select. What you have to select? Select the one. Okay. And then next one is link. So if ever you see any link, then what you write here? A link of name. Then you will go ahead and click on the link. And the next one is a radio button. You know what's a radio button? Where you have to choose something. So if ever you see any radio button in the web-based application, then you write web radio button of radio button name. Dot. What you have to do, you have to set. Okay. Now in the Windows application, you call this as a static image, but here you call it as a dynamic image. So if ever you see any image, call it as a dynamic image. So image of image name. Dot. What you will do, you will just go ahead and click on the image. You will go ahead and click on the image. Okay. You will go ahead and start writing the program. Okay. So now coming to test object. So first what you have to do, you have to add all these objects to our test object. So how we are going to add? Go to your resources, go to your object repository manager. Go to your object repository manager. Open this object repository manager and then click on this add objects and click on top of this welcome Mercury tools. And then choose here. See here. Welcome Mercury tools is what? Is it a browser or not? It is a browser. So click on this OK button and then select all object types and then click on OK. See here, all the objects will be added under your test objects. Observe. See, all the objects have been added under our test objects or not? Observe. Right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Now go ahead and click on this register. So once you click on this register, now see here, you have so many objects available here. Now go ahead and add these all objects also to our test objects. How? Click on this add objects and click on top of this register Mercury tools. Click on top of this register Mercury tools. Now observe register Mercury tools is what? It is a browser. So click on OK. See? And then select all object types and then click on OK. See? All the objects will be added under our test object. Okay? All the objects have been added under our test objects. Now click on the save. So once you click on the save, now let me save this as mt1.tsr, mercury tools 1.tsr. So whatever the name you want, you can go ahead and save it. But don't forget to save this as a .tsr. .tsr is nothing but it is an extension. So if you want to save a text file, you'll put .txt. But in case if you wanted to go ahead and save your object like this web-based applications or anything, any objects to our object repository, then this as .tsr and then click on save. Okay. Now see here all the objects have been saved into our object repository manager. So do you have any objects available under the test objects? Do you have any objects available under the test objects? No, we don't have any objects available under the test object. So what you have to do now, you have to associate those all objects to our test objects. How? Go to your resources, go to your associate repository. Click on this add and click on object repository 1.t. Sorry, what it is? It is a Mercury tools 1.tsr, and then move your available actions to your associated actions and then click on OK. See here all the objects have been added. Now we will start writing a program. Okay. So first thing, I wanted to know whether this welcome Mercury tool is a browser or page or window or any dialog box. I don't know. So what I have to do, object spy is my help. Object spy. Click on this hand symbol and click on this welcome Mercury tools. Now the welcome Mercury tools is what? It is a browser. It is a browser. So if ever you see any browser, then you will write browser of browser name dot page of page name dot page is also welcome Mercury tools. Now what you have to do, you have to go ahead and click on this register. Now observe what is this register. I don't know what it is. So object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this register. Now observe register is what? Now register is what? Register is what? It is a link. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot link of register. Not what you will do, you just go ahead and click on the link. Click on the link. So once you click on this link, what you have to do now, you have to go ahead and enter all these details. But I don't know what these are. So object spy. Click on this hand symbol and click on this first name. Now observe first name is what? Web edit. So where is it available? In the browser of browser name. See, browser of browser name dot page is what here? Page is register Mercury tools page dot page of register Mercury tools, or this is welcome Mercury tools, not register Mercury. Okay, so this is register Mercury tools dot what you will do here, you have to go ahead and enter your first name, but I don't know what this first name is. So object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this first name. Now observe first name is what? It's a web edit, right? So now you have to go ahead and enter the agent name. So web of first name dot what you will do, you will go ahead and set the value. So what is that you are going to set the value here? Give some name here. Okay, give some name here. So let's say Mandir. Okay, now next one is what I have to go ahead and enter my last name, but I don't know what this last name is. So who is going to help me out what this last name is? Object spy. Click on this object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this last name. Now observe last name is what? It is a web edit. It is a web edit. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web edit of last name dot what you have to do, you have to set last name. Okay, set last name. Now what you have to do, you have to enter the phone number. I don't know what this phone number is. So object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this phone. Now observe phone is what? It is a web edit. It's a web edit. So where is it available? Browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web edit of phone number dot what you have to do, you have to set the phone number. Okay, and then next one is what I have to go ahead and enter the email. Now observe carefully. Here what you have, email. So object spy and check it in your backend what you have. Object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this email. Now observe, in the backend it is not email, it is a username. It is not a username. So web edit of username. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web edit of username dot what you have to do, you have to set the username. Okay, now next one is what you have to go ahead and enter the address. I don't know what this address is. So what I'll do is object spy. Object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this address. Now observe, address is what? It is a web edit. It is a web edit. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web edit of address one. Dot what you have to do, you have to go ahead and set the address. Address is Mill Creek Drive. Mill Creek Drive. Okay. Now next one is city. I don't know what this city is. Object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this city. Now observe, city is what? It is a web edit. It is a web edit. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web edit of city dot what you have to do, you have to set the city. City is what? Pittsburgh. Okay, city is Pittsburgh. Now what you have to do, you have to go ahead and enter the state, but I don't know what it is. So object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this state. Now observe, state is what? It is also a web edit. Browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web edit of state dot what you have to set the state. State is Pennsylvania. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to go ahead and enter the postal code, but I don't know what this postal code is. So object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this postal code. Now observe, postal code is what? It is nothing but it is also a web edit. So what you write here, browser of browser name dot page name dot web edit of postal code dot what you have to do, you have to go ahead and set the postal code. You have to set the postal code. And then next one is what? Country. I don't know what this country is. So who is helping me out? Object spy. Object spy, click on this hand symbol and click on this country. Now observe, country is what? It is a web list. It is a web list. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web list of country dot what you have to do, you have to choose the country. Country is United States. Country is United States. Okay, and then next you have to go ahead and enter the username. I don't know what this username is. So object is pi, click on this hand symbol and click on this username. Now observe, it is a email. Web edit. It is nothing but it is an email. In the backend it is not username, it is email. So it is a web edit. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web edit of email. Dot what you have to do, you have to set the email. Okay, and the next one is what? Password. I don't know what this password is. The object is pi. Click on this hand symbol and click on this password. Now observe, password is what? It is a web edit. It is a web edit. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web edit of password. Dot what you have to do, you have to set the password. Okay. Now next one is confirm password. So I don't know what this is. So object is pi. Click on this hand symbol and click on this confirm password. Now observe, confirm password is what? It is a web edit. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot web edit of confirm password dot what you have to do, you have to set the password. Okay, now after you enter the password, what you have to do, you have to go ahead and click on the submit, but I don't know what it is. So object is pi, click on this hand symbol and click on the submit. Now observe carefully, in the backend it is not submit. What it is an image itself. It is not a button or edit box, it is nothing, it is an image. And the name of the image is what? It is not submit, it is a register. So you write image of register. So browser of browser name dot page of page name dot image of register. Dot what you will do, you will just go ahead and click on that. That's it. Just go ahead and click on that. So click on run, click on OK. And draw all the details by itself and then it will click on submit. That's it. It will go ahead and click on submit. Okay. So this is how you have to write the application. This is how you have to write the program. Any questions until here? Or do you want me to repeat anything?
Yeah. So what if we adding any object?
What is that? Yeah, if
What if we
in case if
adding
I
any
want
object?
to add and add any object is click on this hand symbol, click on this add object and click on any one of the objects. So if you click on top of that application, all the objects will be added. No need for you to go ahead and add again. See, like this. Click on this add object and whatever the object you want, just go ahead and add it. Click on OK. That's it. Did you see that?
No, my question was, what if we miss something? If we miss adding an object and
Then it
we
will
run the
error.
thing?
It will throw you an error, right?
Okay.
If it is mandatory field, then it will throw you an error. So you have to go ahead and check where you have written, where you missed.
Okay.
Okay. So this is how we are going to write the programs for Windows or web-based application. Okay. Now coming to classes and objects. What do you understand by a class? Class is nothing but it is a collection of similar objects. Class is nothing but it is a collection of similar objects. Okay. So if you take a Windows application, what are the classes here in the Windows application? What are the classes in the Windows application? WinEdit, combo box, Win checkbox, window. Am I right? Win edit, win comma box, win checkbox, win button, window. These are all the classes in the Windows application. Then what are the objects? Name, address, state, save, OK button, cancel button. These are all the objects. Name, address, city, state, save, OK button, cancel button, help button. These are all the objects in the, if you come for a web-based application. Then what are the objects in the web? What are the classes? What are the classes in web-based application?
Web edit, web combo box,
Very good. Browser, page, web edit, web button, link, web list. Okay, web checkbox. So this all comes under the class. Then if you go for the objects in the web-based application,
Same as Windows.
objects are always the same, whether it is like Windows application or web-based application. The objects are always the same. Okay. Next one is properties and values. Properties and values means what? Properties.
values of the object, properties and values of the object.
Very good. Browsers like properties and values are nothing but the identification of the objects in the application. Okay, properties and values are nothing but the identification of the objects in the application. That means since every product in the world is having some identification, in the same way every object in the application also has some identification. So these identifications, we call them as the properties and values. See, each and every object will have different properties and values. So if your object is pi, see here. The object is pi. Click on this hand symbol and click on any one of the objects. See here, these are all the properties and values of the objects in the application. These are all the properties and values of the objects in the application. Okay. If they ask you what is an object is pi, then what you will say? If they ask you what is an object is pi, then what you will say? Object is pi means what you will say? Object is pi is nothing but it is a list of properties and values of the objects in the application. List of properties and values of the objects in the application is called object is pi. Now we go for VB scripting concept, the basic concepts of. So what do you understand by VB scripting? VB. What do you understand by VB scripting? VB scripting is nothing but it is a scripting language. VB scripting is nothing but it is a scripting language which has developed by Microsoft. VB scripting is a scripting language which has developed by Microsoft. So we are using this VB scripting to perform the validations in QTP. We are using this VB scripting to perform the validations in QTP. So what are all the different operators? are all the different operators in VB script. We are using this VB scripting. We are using these operators to perform the operations in VB scripting. What are they? 3 different types of operators available in VB script. Arithmetic operators, conditional operators, and then logical operators. Arithmetic operators, conditional operators, and logical operators. Now coming to arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators means we are using this arithmetic operators to perform the mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, integer division, concatenation, equal to. So this all comes under arithmetic operators. We are using this arithmetic operators to perform the mathematical operations. Now coming to conditional operations. Conditional operators means
Greater than, less than.
we are using these conditional operators to perform the conditional operators like greater than, lesser than, not equal to, greater than or equal to, lesser than or equal to. Okay, so this all comes under conditional operators. Then coming to logical operators. Logical operators means why we are using these logical operators. Perform the logical operations like and, or, not. So these are all the logical operators. These are all the logical operators. Okay. Now coming to variables. Variable means what? Why we are using this variable? We are using these variables to store the values. We are using this variables to store the values which we can reuse them for multiple times. Okay, so now see here. Let's say a is equal to 10. That means this value 10 is stored in the variable a or not? This value 10 is stored in the variable and a1 is equal to 10. a1 is equal to 10. That means this value 10 is stored in the variable a1. So that means variable can be declared like this as a, or it can be declared as a1, or it can contain underscore also. A underscore 1 is equal to 10. A underscore 1 is equal to 10. That means this value 10 is stored in the variable this one. Okay, and it can contain, the variable should never start with a numeric like this, which is wrong. 1 is equal to 10, this is wrong. And it should never contain spaces like this. Wrong. This is also wrong. Now coming to output statements. So what do you understand by output statements? Output statement means what? A statement which we are using to get the output from the script or from the program is called output statement. A statement which we are using to get the output from the script or from the program is called output statement. So we are using three different types of output statements in Qt. What are they? We are using 3 different types of output statements here in VB script. What are they? Message box, reporter dot, report event, and then print. Message box, reporter dot, report event, and print. So these are all the 3 output statements. Now coming to message box. So why we are using this message box? We are using this statement to get the output from the test script during execution time through a pop-up window. We are using this statement to get the output from the test script during execution time through a pop-up window. Pop-up window means it suddenly pops up when you are working on some application. So syntax is what? Message box, message or variable, message box, message or variable. So now see here, I'll write a small program. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. So C is equal to A into B. C is equal to A into B. So to get the output, what you'll use? Message box. Message box, why we are using? To get the output in a pop-up window. So when you run the program, automatically a separate window will open where your output will come. See here, click on run. Click on OK. See? See, this is how you got your output. See, still it is running. So when it will stop, when you click on OK button, then only your execution will stop. Then only your execution will stop. Message box means you are going to get the output here in a pop-up window. Okay. Next one is what? Reporter.report event. Reporter.report event. So why we are using this reporter.report event? Message box you got the output in a pop-up window, but reporter.report event we are using the statement to get the output from the test script after completion of the result window. Reporter.report event where you are going to get the output in the result window of QTP. That means once after you execute your program, once it stop execution, it will go ahead and pop up a separate window that is a result window. So you get the output in the result window. So syntax is what? Reporter.report event space, and then you are going to provide the status, and then you are going to give the step name, and then you are going to provide the details. Provide the details of the step. So altogether we have 4 different statuses available. What are they? Make pass, make fair, make done, and make warning. Make pass, make fail, make done, and then make warning. Okay, so these are the 4 different statuses that we have. Okay. Now see here, I'll give you a small example. So make pass, make done you can use whenever you don't have any condition, but when you have to condition to check whether that is true or false, then you have to go for make pass or make fail. So now see here, instead of message box you can use a reporter.report event. See, reporter.report event. When you click on the space bar, see here 4 different statuses will appear. What are they? Make pass, make fail, make done, and make a warning. So make done, comma, you can give any statement, step name, you can give any step name. So C value, comma, C. That's it. So now click on run, click on OK. Okay. So now see here where you got the output in the result window of QTP. You got the output here in the result window. See here. After the program is executed, you got the output here in a separate window, in a pop-up window. See here, sorry, in a result window of QTP. So see here C value. So C value is 200. So the result is done. C value is 200, and the result is done. Okay. Next one is what? Print. I'll show you make pass, make fail when you are going to use. Okay. Now next one is print. So why we are using this statement? We are using the statement to get the output from the test script during execution time in a separate window. Okay, so syntax is what? Print message or variable. Okay, so instead of reporter.report event, what you will use? You will use print what? Print the C value. So print C. So click on run. Click on OK, so it will bring the C value. See? Where we got the output? In a separate. We got the output here in a separate. So these are all the output statements. So you can use any output statement. To get the output, you can use any output statement. It is not that you have to use only message box or reported or reporting on alternate. You can use any one of them. Okay. Any questions until here? Elchin, Mandar, Mandeep, Sapna, Apache, everyone.
Might be confused with the Windows and web-based. When to use what?
It is an application that will be provided by your client. Windows means what? Whichever is available on your desktop, that is Windows. Web-based means
Right.
what? Whichever is available in your internet. So they will, whatever the application they give you, you have to work. It is not that when you have to use window or when you have to use web. Whatever
Okay.
they give you.
So it's on the requirement. Whatever they give us,
Yes,
we will work on that.
exactly. Yes, it depends on the requirement.
Archana,
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
I have a question about this reported event. What's the difference between that and the
Which one? Which one?
the reported event?
Uh-huh.
Uh, I wonder the difference between that and nested parts.
What you are not able to understand? Your voice is not clear, Elsin.
Yeah.
Reporter dot report event?
Yes. When do we use it and why do we use it?
Yeah, you can use any output statement. Why we are using reporter dot report event? Because I wanted to check whether it is true or false. Mic pass, mic fail. That means when it will pass, when it will fail. That means if you don't have any condition, you can directly write that. Or else you can write it here instead of reporter dot report event. You can use message box also. You can use any output statement. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Anyone?
Yes, any one statement.
Because for this in this case, C multiplied by A multiplied B, the result of C is like it doesn't have any true or false
You
value.
will get the output in different ways. Okay, you can either get it in a pop-up window or a result window of QTP or separate window. But the result is same, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, the output you can get in anything. Okay, any questions?
Hello.
Yeah, yes, Mandar.
Yes, actually, where we have to use these variables and logical operators and everything.
I will tell you in later on classes in functions when we come.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Any questions until here?
And Archana, just one more question. Previously, you were saving files and there was ending as BSA or something. What was that again?
Which one?
You were saving some file on the Windows application, not Windows, I mean the web application. It was PSA or BSA.
Files? I don't know. Where?
Like you were,
Let me know
you were,
where it is.
you were saving. It was previously like 20 minutes ago probably. Like you say, we have to save something and it's .bsa or .bca.
Oh, okay. To save the application, .htm.
HTM.
Yes.
And there was one more
This one,
actually.
these objects you mean? These objects you have to save it as like .tsr.
TSR.
Yeah, .tsr.
Okay, all right. That was it.
.tsr. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay then guys, so we will stop it here.